Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to all of you to a new podcast in our meditation of our beloved Saint Teresa of Avila. This is your Pastor Yeti. Today I'm going to talk about humoring the heart. God delivers me from people so spiritual that they want to turn everything into perfect contemplation, no matter what. The word spirituality is not synonymous with seriousness. Too often as we embark on our spiritual journey, we fall into the erroneous idea that we are entering into something very grave indeed. Our sheer eagerness can become an obstacle to experiencing the playfulness of the spirit and the lightness of life. Our laughter is a joy to God and to others and to our own soul. It is essential for the health of our being. Teresa displayed a great sense of humor as she dealt with her everyday duties, and she was renowned in social circles for her quick wittedness in conversation. Texts also reveal an eagle ability for satirical commentary, in particular regarding matters profoundly spiritual. Though deeply respectful of the spiritual treatises, she was able to go beyond their seriousness in favor of a light-hearted satire designed for the pleasure of her religious colleagues. She was no prude either, as she describes in a letter how while she was traveling, a lizard got in between her tunic and her bare arm, and she says it was through the mercy of God that it didn't get in somewhere else. For I think I would have died, judging from what I felt. She continues to say that her brother got hold of the lizard, but when he threw it, he hit their traveling companion right in the mouth. This was a great comedy for Teresa, who believed that such traveling experiences lighten the often long and arduous journeys. A good reminder for us as we embark on our own spiritual and physical journey. But most of all, Teresa was an expert of laughing at herself and at the workings of her psyche. She found it difficult to take herself too seriously, as she witnessed her smaller ego self sulk and complain and protectively nurse its wounds over perceived affronts or judgment. How seriously we take our lives and our challenges, she said, and yet how consoled we would be if we were able to laugh at our so-called grievances. In being able to laugh at ourselves, we are able to admit that a greater reality is at play, that the world is not as small as our own ego. Sensitivity can sometimes be used as a way for more spiritually delicate or artistic souls to remove themselves from the flow of life. However, where does the sensitivity reside? Many believe it be the very nature of their soul, and they are correct, for the soul is a deeply sensitive being, but when we move into the nature of the spirit, the sensitivity of the soul that demands total fidelity to its feelings is no longer relevant. The spirit does not demand or need anything from the outside. The spirit is at peace in whatever environment it is placed. For many years, we can shun person after person, claiming that they are simply not sensitive enough to us. That reality, however, is that we are not sensitive enough to our own being. We have been protected the delicate ego and not our true self, as we have so erroneously thought. But we can even laugh about this because God knows we are not alone. We can take this illusion and it merge into a new playground of existence. Once more, bringing the likeness of being into a life lived in, through, and for the Spirit. I just say to all of you and to myself, it's good to laugh. It's good that there is laughter in your life. Sometimes it breaks through the most difficult blindness we sometimes have, or a deep sadness. Sometimes there is a laughter, and sometimes it's also the starting of healing. So as ever, find yourself a place to be quiet, coming into a place of peace within yourself. Allow all the thoughts of the ego to arise and see them from a broader perspective, and see how comical many of them are as they jostle for your attention. See how you may take yourself too seriously in your relationships, in your job, in your whole way of being. Allow a lightness to infuse your being, and let the joy of laughter ripple through your spirit and into your soul. The world gives us enough to grieve already. But we have a responsibility to ourselves and to others, that we also bring joy. That what comes to us, that we reflect on that. And mirroring helps. May God bless you. This is your Pastor Yeti. Bye-bye.